Most traders believe they understand price action. Clean structure, uh, breakouts, trend confirmation. It looks simple, right? But the truth is, it actually is. But what you've been taught is only part of the story because if price action was really that straightforward, which it actually is, but most traders have been complicating the whole thing. They've been trying to like add this and that, make it look so tough, and all of those things. Most traders wouldn't keep getting caught on the wrong side of the market. Now, what you see most of the time is not real direction. It's a setup, a controlled move designed to make you believe something is happening, when in reality, something else is about to happen. Now, this is where the shift begins. You look at the chart, right? You look at the chart, what happens? Uh, look at the chart, you see breakouts, right? You see breakouts. But one thing you understand is see right here, price pieces above 11 closes strong, right? Momentum looks clean. You're waiting for some pullback right here to get back on the buy. But what happened? You enter and immediately what happened? Price does what? Price reverses, right? Price reverse. Now that's not bad luck, and that's not the market being random, right? That's liquidity being taken. Real price action is not about the breakout itself, it's about what happens before and after that breakout. Now, that's what we're going to actually be diving into today. It's what happened before and after that breakout. The market, the market is constantly seeking liquidity, stocks above highs, stocks below lows. That's the fuel, right? So when you see price break above 11, instead of just reacting, you need to do what? Pause and ask yourself a question. You need to pause and ask yourself a question. What did price just take? What did price just take? Right? Because most of the time, the breakout is always a trap. The breakouts can actually be a trap, not always. Now let's break it down simply. Price approaches a key level, right? Traders are watching. Some are waiting for the breakout. Others already have positions with stops just beyond that level. Now, price pushes through. It triggers entries. It triggers stops. It creates urgency, and that's where most people commit. Now, that's the mistake we make repeatedly as traders. But what's the shift we need to actually adjust to right now? Because that's where most traders get it from. They focus on structure as something fixed. But you need to understand that the market is constantly evolving, right? Creating series of higher highs, lower highs, like but real market structure is more dynamic. It's built around intent, right? The market creates the illusion first, then delivers the real move. So instead of chasing clean looking setup, you need to start identifying where traders are likely to be wrong. Now that's the point. Where traders are likely to be wrong, where are the stops sitting? Where is the obvious breakout level? And where will most people enter late? Because those things, those levels, that's where the opportunities are, bro. You're not trading the obvious move, you're trading the reaction after the obvious move fails. And once you start seeing that, everything changes. Now that's the mental shift I need us to work with this week, right? I need us to start working with from now henceforth. Because that's real price action. Plain, intentional, precise. And we saw how well that helped us this last week, this last trading week, right? We're able to do uh we're able to do well, right? Because we had a shift, right? We had a proper mental shift. And that's the difference between what reacting to the market and reading it. Now in this section, we are going deeper into exactly how to spot these traps in real time and how to position yourself on the right side of the move. So breaking this market down, following what proper market structure, proper price action, and how to spot this fake move, right? And how to trade the real market structure, which goes beyond just trading the obvious move, but trading the real move after the old obvious stuff is finally out. Now you understand that you understand something that the foundation of a proper market structure trading or proper price action. Well, relies solely on what? Higher time frame, right? The higher time frame plays a significant role in trading. Now let's go down to the daily time frame without further ado and having that on the back. On daily time frame, what can we see right here? something is very clear, right? Market was a strong sell run. It's clearly high, clearly low, clearly high, clearly low, clearly high, clearly some low, right? Couldn't create a new high. Now I'm not saying it's bearish totally, but let's check something real quick. On the 4 hours time frame, some interesting stuff happened last week that made trading really interesting last week, right? I need to pay attention to those things, right? All right, so right here we have some real good moves. We have this high when market broke above, right? I'm not returning well from there. Now using this part for explaining what I love this part when I'm analyzing live because it makes it easier for people to get where you're at the moment, right? The market reverts back to what 4,004, 4,300, 4,348, right? Price broke above, corrected, and just continue to higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, right? Higher low, lower high. What happened? Created a new lower low. That's where the problem is at, right? Price has created a new lower low. And it's at the point where it's created a new lower low. What happened? The last high that it's taken right here. If it was going to shift up to bullish, right, it should have literally broken this level, this zone right here. But what happened? Market created a new one here, a new lower high. It came back to this. And now the fact that it has not broken this lower high, as long as price stays below this level right here, let me make that clear. As long as price stays below this level right here, price is bearish. As long as price stays below this level, let me make this more clear. I love to actually make it fit, kind of, so I can actually understand. My chart doesn't look busy, right? As long as price stays below this level, as long as price stays below this level, price is bearish, right? Price is bearish, unless we go to the 1 hour time frame and try to identify some lower zones again. But as far as price stays below this level, price can still be very, very bearish, right? Because this is the last significant lower high that the market created. The market has created a series of what? See what happened right here? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. What happened? It can create a lower high here, and still create a new lower low, and just continue being bearish for that. But as long as price stays below this level, the potentials are very high that what market to continue being bearish for a while. So let's see real quick what's happening in real time and what we need to be at, right? In this print right here. We're together, right? Okay. So this is the eye we had marked up right here. Okay. We have this. Why this red? This red is black or ash kind of. Okay. And we have this last low. So the last lower low that market created. Of this like this. Okay. And last significant low that market created. The market being below this, there was no one. Let's check out the 1 hour time. See what's happening. Let's check out the 1 hour time frame and see what's happening. Right? So you can see obviously from the 1 hour time frame. Like this change are easily controlled for eye. And looking at this with our eye, we can see that obviously, right? Obviously, we don't actually put on some superpower glasses kind of thing before we're able to identify that our market is bearish, bro. Right? What constitutes um a bearish market? What's a bearish market made up of? Series of what? Lows, right? Lower highs and lower lows, right? And this market has fulfilled all righteousness in doing that. Has fulfilled all righteousness in doing what? Increasing that series of what? Lower highs and lower lows. See that right here. This circle, with this thing I just marked out in this circle, right? This ellipse. Market has been creating series of lower highs and lower lows. And this is very, very stable. So what we need to do? We just need to do market and swing high and swing low. Now we're not trading just swing high or trading just blindly or something like that. You get me? We're actually following past stock. We're from the daily time frame. So how much gift? from being bullish to being bearish, not fully bearish, right? Market is very tight. But what the place to see? Oh, after you that, oh, yeah, finally, market has changed. Yeah, get what I'm saying? So with this play that we have right here, what's the clue that this is literally giving us right now? What's the clue that this is giving us? We have this now market is within this zone that we need to start to pay some attention. Right here on the 1 hour time frame. You remember, don't forget, this was the last eye that was on the 4 hour time. This was the 4 hour time eye. Right? Now we can see some lower eyes as well on the 1 hour time frame. And we need to also do what mark that out. Because 1 hour time frame, we can also mark out, we can also trade from zones on the 1 hour time frame, right? Because the 1 hour time frame is not it's also a major zone. It's a major uh, time frame, right? It's also a major time frame. Now, this is all we need for this week. I tell you, this is all we need. This is all we need to mark out for this week. This is literally all we need to mark out for this week. I tell you, this is what we literally need to mark out for this week. And what are we doing with this thing that we have marked down? Now, don't forget, with what the market is doing right here, you understand that these are our last lower high, right? These are our last lower high. Don't forget that, right? This was our last lower low too, as well, right? Yeah, we together. All right, bro. I hope you can hear me clearly too.
Your voice is a little bit on and off though. Like it's sometimes clear, then sometimes it goes a little bit off.
But most of the time,
Most of the time it's kind of low.
what about now? What about now?
So now it's clear, but then it doesn't stay clear for long.
I don't know. Very powerful. Let's see. Not fair. We're supposed to make them better and just get. Okay, but you've been getting all of all
Yes, I've been following you. Like I've been like training my ears to hear you.
oh, very well done. Speak louder. All right, uh so we have these major levels that sincerely, if there's anything you have to do this week, it shouldn't go beyond why? Because we're able to understand something that was market started changing its structure from being bullish to being bearish, right? And I had to draw this image to actually make that very clear that was market has a series of lower highs and lower lows. Right? And what did we just do right here? We marked out our 4 hours lower high and we understand that was significantly buyers are resting above this level, right? Buyers are here. Buyers are above this zone. Buyers are resting above this zone. You know, the buyers are resting above this zone, right? Because this is obviously 4 hours time swing high, right? This is obviously 4 hours time swing high. And also as well, this lower high that we have right here, we should have something at the back of our mind that we okay, take a lower low, right? So let's make this dark and let's make this black so that we can actually be together and everybody can see. Okay, this is way better right now. Okay, God bless us to this voice. God bless you the way okay and everybody hear what I'm saying. Okay, so amen. The market has created series of what? Lower lows, right? Lower lows, lower high, lower low, right? All of these things right here, right? You might agree with me that okay, market is a minor something here, the market broke or broke. You don't pay attention to high, right here. You don't pay attention to this one right here, right? And I know why I'm saying that. I know why I'm saying that. So we're actually paying attention to this one, right? We're paying attention to this big one. That what market are just creating what lows, right? So because as long as market doesn't break above this high right here, market is still bearish. As long as market doesn't break above this high, now let's pay attention. As long as market doesn't break above this zone right here, it's still bearish. And anything below this level can still be bearish, right? But starting from breaking massively above this level, you can start considering opportunities to buy. That is after price has broken above, price corrected, gave us a retest or whatever way you might actually call it, and start showing the potential to buy again. That is the only time we are what? We are being permitted. That's the only time we are being permitted to buy. I hope you can still hear me, please.
Yeah, little.
All right, so just hope this get better. All right, I hope this. Okay, so I hope this gets better. Okay, so that's just it literally. For this week, what are we expecting now? Without further explanation, what are we expecting for this week? What are we expecting for good? Two things. For the bearish structure to continue, this move we have right here, market has to give us a new lower low. Altogether, market has to give us a new lower low below this level. Now, the point of giving us a new lower low below this zone, we understand that what? That bearish structure is still on motion, right? Still on motion. As I said this last week, I was expecting on Friday. We had a massive sell from here. We had a massive sell from this level. You remember very well. To this level. This good spike. I think it was about 600 profits, right? We had a massive sell last week, right? And this from here as well. I was expecting a sell from this level as well, right? Because I knew market was going to, right? But now market is closed, right? Market is closed. There's nothing we can do. So the potential and the possibility is very high that what, depending on the fundamental that during the weekend, or probably the updates from the war, from the Strait of Hormuz and US and Iran, anything can happen, right? But if markets break below this level and give us a new lower low, they will understand that what the bearish is still intact. And we would only be considering buying if what markets eventually break massively above this level, break above this level, on the silver side. If you are a patient swing trader, you can wait for market to break above this zone right here. If market break above this 4 hours time frame swing high, then what is very, very good to buy then, right? It breaks above, corrects as far as it wants to, right? Then look for your good good zone, good entry point. Can be from the 30 minutes to 1 hour time frame, right? Or 15 minutes, right? You get what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, presently market is still gold market is currently very bearish, right? And like I told you, we can't be rigid on selling unless what market has been all right and then I commit this level, right? This zone. But what do we need to take our target again? To get a new target, market has to give us a new lower low, right? Because we're not able to get from here. Market has to give us a new lower low now. The market gives us a new lower low and correct as it wants to without us forcing anything. Now, that's when you start seeing the guru sending buy for just corrections, right? Corrections going on in the market. Everybody's saying buy. But I am telling you right now that you should only buy if market breaks above this lower high. The market breaks above this lower high, that's automatically giving us what shift or change of structure, change of character, whatever they call it. Some people call it couch, some people call it whatever, coach, or I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So until market break above this level, this lower high level, can we start considering to buy? Or you are the strong trader can also wait market break above this level. As retail trader, day in, day out trader, we can actually get some good opportunities. Market break above this level, give us good corrections, we can actually get on the buy. You get what I'm saying? Give us good correction or retest, however you want to call it, you can get on the buy. And you can start going to your 30-minute average gain, to your whatever from the 1 hour average gain. You get what I'm saying? And you can see that, yeah, how does that significantly affect our trading lately? What have you significantly observed with our trading lately? Like relying on these major zones. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I was asking, what impact have you noticed from this new trading approach and being extremely patient lately with our trading
Sammy,
on
I can't hear you.
oh then. Can you hear me now?
No, you sound farther away.
Let me know if you can hear me now.
No,
It's
it's okay.
it's funny because I'm very close, bro. I'm very close to my PC. I'm very close to my laptop, bro. But you've been getting the analysis so far, right?
Yes, yes, I
I
have.
was, I was asking a question that what have you noticed from this being patient trading approach and fine tuning our strategy so far? Like, what have you noticed with probably our trading last week? How was it, and what changes have you noticed so far? I think when you unmute your mic, yeah, my audio tends to be very okay. I'm noticing that because it's bringing right here. I can see the gray in the mic being full, but when you mute, it goes low. I don't know what's up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably you might have to remain on mute.
I think next time you should connect like headphones to your laptop or something so that you use that one instead.
Even when I use boards, I still tend to have
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, you remember when I use boards there, I still tend to have some similar issues. I just don't know. I don't know. But I was literally asking a question on how what impact you noticed from like last week,
Okay,
relying
so
okay,
like being patient, it always pays off. That's what I've noticed last week. And then one thing that is very important when it comes to trading is confirmation. And before you can get a confirmation, you really have to be very patient and see that there is clear confirmation before you can enter into the trade. And that is what we did last week. And it played out very well for us.
exactly, bro. Exactly. No cap, right? So I think that's literally all for good right now. And I hope you were able to hear well, you were able to do this analysis properly. Any break above this level, significant break above this lower high, only then I will be looking for opportunities to buy. But anything below this lower low, we stay patient for some correction. But this is not something that's gonna take time. When people be looking at it like, oh, this is gonna take time before market break below this level. I just want to be in now. I just want to be in the now. I just want to make money right now. But bro, markets can literally open with a gap that God can be literally here. And before you know it, it's corrected. So wait, let the correction finish. And what happens? You get on the sell. You get what I'm saying? But some people can just be too fast. We were like that too, and we can see. But I'm just trying to like stay more patient uh, and just do better literally. So that's my projection for gold this week. I'll be selling only if market break above this low. If market break above this lower low, because if market break above this lower low, only then can it tell me that what sellers are in the market. If market break above this lower high, I'm gonna sit back, wait, let it print whatever it wants to print, let it print the obvious move, wait for some corrections to happen. Then what happens? I'll be able to trade in line whenever I see market changing back, it's not to being bullish, right? That's basically my analysis for gold, and I hope that made sense. Did that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does make.
So which other currency pair do you want us to look into before I actually call it today, bro?
Okay, we can look at BTC USD.
BTC, there's nothing really going on BTC. Everybody has been dropping their fundamental projection on BTC. At least today I've seen two, which everybody's saying that BTC might not even correct again for the sale. For me personally, as of last week, I was looking for potential to buy on BTC, and I'm still waiting for the correction that's happening right now to get into my entry point to get on BTC. But some people are just saying this might not
Sammy, sorry, I can't hear anything.
for them. May God help us right now. Okay, so what I was saying is for BTC. Let's look into BTC. I'm trying to see. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so let's check out BTC. Which one do we look? Okay, so let's look at okay. Can you see my BTC chart? I hope you can see my BTC chart. And I hope it's not your network. So can you see my BTC chart?
Yeah.
So for BTC, for real, there's nothing to do. BTC is bullish, right? Corrections, bullish, correction, bullish, right? Corrections happen right here. So we need to pay attention to the major zone right here. There's a major zone right here on BTC. The market is reacting to. So there's a major zone on BTC the market is reacting to. You can see where I'm trading from. So we have this significant uh, resistance level on BTC right here. The market just reacted to, and it's might correct for a while. It's become being bullish again because the reason it's going to become being bullish again is because at least it broke this last resistance level. So any correction it's going to do, it's going to correct as far as possible, just for it to be able to give us an entry for the buy again. Let's see what's happening right here. I'm not sure I can use this line to this long, so I'm just gonna trade this to this level. I'm just gonna trade this close, right? So I'm gonna trade this close as well, right? Okay, so let's check out the 4 hour time frame. See what's going on the 4 hour time frame on BTC. So you can see obviously BTC is bullish, right? And I don't expect anyone to be looking for any other opportunities on BTC. And this was the last high that BTC created, right? It was the last high that BTC created, right? So BTC is obviously bullish. Oh, we're running out of time. We're running out of time on Zoom. That was the last high that BTC created. Now for what was it called? This was the last high. Do you agree with me? Now market has this lower level as well, right? That is broke above. Now let's see something real quick. BTC was bullish, broke above this level, a lot of consolidation, a whole lot of consolidation, right? But for you, if you want to trade BTC, I think it's just advisable to let this current fund go as far as it wants. Do I have any advice for anybody that wants to trade BTC? I'll say let the correction run. Just let the correction run and do whatever it wants. Like that's it. That's the MVP. Let the correction run as far as it wants. Let the correction run as far as it wants. Okay, so I might just have to delete this. This was the last high that BTC broke out to, right? And we can just wait for corrections. Let the corrections run. Let the corrections run as far as it wants. But at the same time, BTC just created some highs, right? Should not forget BTC created some resistance level, right? That we can actually start to trade off in market break up those levels. And what these are our price targets, right? So for me personally, I'm looking for buying opportunities on BTC from here. I'm looking for buying opportunities on BTC from here, and I'm targeting this high, right? But I'm going to wait for this correction to happen as long as it comes. There's nothing crazy going on BTC. There's nothing special going on BTC. There's nothing special going on BTC. Now, if market doesn't come to this level, that's where the art is. The market doesn't come to this level, right? But instead, it broke above this level. You can as well treat this 1 hour time frame resistance level as your new support if it's correct, and do what? And trade off this support right here. So that will happen like this. You understand what I'm saying? Do you get this analysis now? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's just my two view on BTC. But I'm not looking to sell. I don't think anybody selling is wrong. They know what they're saying. The goal is just to make money. And everybody we have over thousands of strategies and everybody's making money. So anybody can be right and wrong. But this is what I'm saying. This is something to believe. I'm pretty in line with the big boys in the market. Be able to cut the resistance support levels. Or just waiting for whatever happens from there, right? So I think that's literally all for today. I held US oil trade, sell trade since Friday. I don't know what's going to happen right now at market open. But optimistic, right? Being optimistic, and I'm just looking forward to whatever will happen with it. Right? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, Sammy.
Okay, so any other thing? Are we good?
Yeah, we are good.
All right. So let's not forget for good, all hands on deck, all hands, all hands remain inactive until God gives us the next thing to do. God shows us the next. Let match. So that's literally it. And this is very simple, straightforward, and easy to digest and work with. So I don't think that should be. So if you are new on this channel, you have viewed this video for the first time, or you are coming to this channel for the first time, you subscribe. You are loved over here. This is a community of people who are all playing together and sharing a bit of what I know. That's the thing. God is helping us so far. So if you want to win like we do, hopping, you are too big to stay safe. Peace and love. Right now, y'all.
Yeah, Sammy. Yeah.
All right. Tell them to subscribe to me.
Yeah, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel and also our Telegram page. It's Known Star FX
Up
on
it, up
all
it
social media.
on all social. Bro, I play on Instagram and Twitter. I just play on them apps.
Yeah.
Not really. So we're logged in. We're just logged in on Telegram and YouTube. We can't wait to see what the future holds. But it has a lot getting every bit of it, every single thing. God is involved. Bye.